Have you ever read feedback about your book or somebody else's that says, I was confused, I didn't know what was going on? It's not that the writing was bad or the story was boring or the characters weren't interesting. It was just, I'm confused. That can be incredibly frustrating, right? Because you, the author, you understand what's happening in the story and it makes sense in your head. But sometimes that doesn't translate to the page. And this is a pattern I see in manuscripts that almost work. The writing is definitely strong and the ideas are clear to the author. The scenes are well constructed, but the reader is still struggling to follow whatever is happening. And it's not because the story is weak. It's because the story isn't clear yet. I run into a lot of writers that assume confusion means the reader is not paying attention, but I don't think that's true. Sometimes they think the reader needs more information. I also don't think that's necessarily true. Sometimes authors respond to this conundrum by adding more backstory or description or detail or context. But y'all, confusion rarely comes from too little information. Actually, it usually comes from too much information arriving without structure or context. The reader doesn't need more, they need orientation. If we haven't met before, my name's Melissa Bourbon. I have written more than 36 novels now across mystery, magical, fiction, historical fantasy, women's fiction over almost 2 decades. Over the years, both in my own revisions and manuscripts and in the manuscripts I've edited for my clients, I've noticed something fairly consistent, and that is confusion in a story is rarely about intelligence. It is about clarity. And clarity is not the same thing as detail. Now, this video is part of my reader retention series where we look at the small and invisible problems that cause readers to disengage even in well-written stories. Readers don't usually stop reading all at once. They drift away a little bit at a time. So you want to make sure to circle back to the beginning of this reader retention series if you have not watched them all. Now, let's look at the reader psychology. Readers are constantly building a mental map as they move through a story. I saw this over and over and really taught this when I was teaching public school. Readers are asking questions like, where am I? Who's here? What just happened? Why does this matter? When these answers are clear, the reader feels pretty grounded. They understand what's going on. But when they aren't, they begin to feel lost. Once a reader feels lost, the momentum slows. Your writing could be the most beautiful writing on the face of the planet, but if you've lost the reader, you've lost the reader. Confusion interrupts the trust that you have with them. And when the reader stops moving forward and starts trying to figure things out, you've lost them. So that shift from immersion to interpretation is really where engagement for your reader weakens or even goes away. Let's look at an example. Imagine an opening scene where, let's say you have two sisters arguing in the kitchen. A phone rings and someone mentions the hospital, and suddenly the conversation jumps to the backyard. Okay, nothing is technically wrong, right? But the reader is wondering, wait, did they move? Who answered the phone? Why is the hospital important right now? Why are they in the backyard? Or what is going on? The scene feels busy and the reader is unsteady and disoriented. And it's not necessarily because the writing is weak, although in that example it probably is, but because orientation isn't anchored. And so the reader is kind of adrift. Nothing is technically wrong. The dialogue might be strong, the ideas might be interesting, the pacing might be active, but the reader is unsure. Who is speaking, where the conversation is happening, what the stakes are in this very moment. So instead of leaning into the story, the reader ends up pulling back or pulling away. And it's not because they don't care. It's because they aren't oriented. They don't feel centered or grounded. They don't understand where they're going or what's happening or the context of anything that's taking place. Now imagine the same scene with one little shift. Let's say the reader knows where they are, who's present, what this moment means. Suddenly the story feels really smooth, and it's not because the writing changed, because the writing is the writing. Your voice is your voice. Your style is your style, right? But the clarity changed. Here's how this usually shows up in real manuscripts. You read a page and you find yourself asking, okay, wait, where are we right now? Did we just move locations? Or who just spoke? Or why does this moment matter? And it's not, again, because the writing is unclear, but it's because the scene started before the reader was grounded. Sometimes it's just one line that is missing, a line that says where we are, who is present, or what this moment is about. And that little piece of orientation can change everything for the reader. That's all it takes. Here's the lens I want you to carry with you. Confusion is not a pacing problem. Confusion is not a stakes problem. Confusion is an orientation problem. Readers don't need more information. What they do need is a clear sense of place, people, and purpose. When these three things, these elements are grounded, then the story feels stable, and stability creates trust with the reader. And you're always trying to build that trust with your readers. So confusion isn't about complexity. It's about footing or grounding. Readers don't need simplicity. They need solid ground. I see this problem a lot in manuscripts that I edit, sometimes in my own work, and I know something has gone wrong and I've got to go fix it. The writer creates a lot of rich detail. There's complex relationships, there's layered ideas, but the reader hasn't been given a clear path through that information. So the story feels very dense. And even when it's well written, that density is a problem. And it's not because the content is wrong. It's because the structure isn't guiding the reader through yet. There isn't that path forward. There isn't that sense of grounding that the reader can sort of latch onto. Here's a simple question to ask yourself during your writing or your revision process. When you look at a scene, look at the first 5 lines and ask yourself, does the reader know where we are, who is here, and what is happening right now? Not eventually, not after this paragraph, but in this very moment, because orientation is what allows everything else to work. If any of the answers are unclear to those 3 questions, which again are where we are, who is here, and what is happening right now, then trust me, confusion is going to follow, even if your writing is super, super strong. Readers don't get confused because the story is complicated. I mean, they can, but more often they get confused because the story isn't oriented yet. They don't have orientation of where they are, what is happening, or who is speaking. Once clarity is established, once the reader feels grounded in the story, then the next challenge becomes just as important because they're all very important. Keep readers moving forward. How do you do that? Because stories rarely lose readers through these big giant mistakes. They lose readers in the small moments where that momentum fades, where it falters. So if you want to understand how that happens and how to prevent it, make sure you watch the next video where we take this one step further. If you want readers engaged from the beginning to the end, keep learning to recognize these small moments that shape the reading experience. Keep going with the Reader Retention series. You need to keep working just to get it.